morning, Jacket Nation. Today is Thursday, February 14th, 2013. I'm Leah Gibson.
And I'm Bonds Locke.
And you're watching
My Morning Jacket.
Valentine's Day special.
It's not that special.
It's very special. What's for lunch, Bonds?
Today's lunch will be chicken and sausage gumbo, and tomorrow's lunch will be corn dog nuggets.
Today is Valentine's Day. Have you ever wondered if you and your special someone are in a healthy relationship? Emily Dawn went in to get the story.
I think the most important thing in a relationship is to have open communication with each other.
One thing you should have in a relationship is to actually trust the other person.
Being able to understand each other.
Don't let outsiders come into your relationship and ruin things. People break up all the time because so-and-so said this about her boyfriend and all this.
I think that you should show your affection, but when you're all like making out in the middle of the hallway, no one wants to see that. To keep your business private.
The most important thing in a relationship is connection.
You have to put God first.
Having respect for your partner.
Yeah, and set out some time for the other person, but not too much because you need to stay concentrated on school.
Be faithful to each other.
Sex does not make a relationship.
And sex is bad.
Don't do it. Simple as that. Don't do it.
Happy Valentine's Day. From My Morning Jacket, this has been Emily Dawn.
Well, Leah, as you may not know, not all of us have girlfriends. So, for those of you who are single on this day, known as Singles Awareness Day, or as I like to call it, I Will Never Have a Girlfriend Day, here are some tips for you. Tired of being alone on Valentine's Day? Busy thinking of that special someone? Well, sad man, here are some tips to help you out of this situation. You're gonna want to start by being as close to that special someone as possible, but not too close. You don't want to scare them off. Try talking to them more often. Get comfortable with them. Get to know them so that they can get to know you. Regardless if you're feminine or masculine, this tip can help you get more friendly with that special someone. Guys, if your special someone is having a little bit of trouble in some areas, like trying to get through the rain or through the cold outside, offer her your jacket. That way she'll be warmer and, well, less wet. And, of course, she'll be appreciative of you. She'll probably be thinking of your kindness out there. Ladies, try being more with them when they're studying. You know, touch them on the arm. Give a few vague expressions that might hint at you liking them, as you always do. Maybe giving them a few glances. Guys, when you see your special someone walking down the hallway, offer to carry their books for them if they're too heavy. That way she'll be appreciative, just as she was when you gave her your raincoat. Alright, it's about time for that one magical moment that you're about to have. If you're ready to ask them out, simply give them a glance and say, "Hey, would you like to go out?" or something similar. Maybe ask them to have coffee at some time. If they say yes, then you've done the right thing. If they say no, well, don't give up there. Find someone else and repeat these tips, so that hopefully you can be happy on next Valentine's Day. I'm Bonds Locke from My Morning Jacket.
Valentine's Day is both special for students and adults alike.
That's right, Leah. Here's Carrie Shaboter with some of the teachers' favorite moments from Valentine's Days past.
I got a puppy.
My wife brings chocolate and flowers for me.
And I don't usually give my wife stuff on Valentine's Day. I wait till the day after when stuff goes on sale. But this year, I'm going to give her flowers. Yep. It's either going to be self-rising or all-purpose.
A candlelit dinner waiting on me. I got married on Valentine's Day to my husband, and we were married for 33 years.
My boyfriend at the time, who is now my husband, gave me a book for Valentine's Day.
When I was in the 6th grade, and my dad came up to the school and he came to my classroom and he brought me a rose.
The best Valentine's Day gift I ever got was when I came home from class and I had a candlelit dinner waiting on me.
Attention U.S. History retesters, there's a new testing date scheduled for next Wednesday, February 20th in rooms E1 and E2. Begin preparing now by attending after-school remediation.
The French Club and Miss Morgan are selling their annual Valentine's Day carnations today. The price is $2 per carnation with a ribbon and card attached. Get your orders in this week and surprise that special someone with a flower.
Key Club has a meeting on Tuesday, February 19th at 7:25.
Jacket Nation, as you may know, there will be a meeting today in Miss Adair's room right after school. You'll be getting ready to launch.
The final 2 meetings for model security are mandatory. Today and February 21st at 3:15 in room 114. 3 students need to bring their fees to Miss Goodman and will have parking passes. Turn in your perfect copies of resolutions at the next meeting. Bring your money, which is $40, to the next meeting. Email Miss Goodman a copy of your resolutions. The girls' basketball team is getting ready for their district championship tomorrow night.
Unfortunately, the boys' basketball team ended their season early this week.
Here's Michaela Taylor with the story.
The Lady Jacket basketball team defeated Yazoo City with a score of 50-47. The team was led by senior Kelsey Reed.
Kelsey Reed, one of our senior leaders, she was able to get our team moving. Towards the end, we were a little rattled, and she was able to use her leadership skills to calm us all down. So big ups to Kelsey Reed.
The Lady Jacket basketball team will play in the district championship game versus Canton at 6 p.m. on Friday at Canton.
Total team effort. You know, we were playing Canton for the 3rd time, and we're hoping that the 3rd time is the charm because, you know, you're playing a team and you know their ins and outs, so to speak. So hopefully this will be our good luck charm that 3rd time around. We grew from the very beginning to the end. We were able to form bonds with each other, and it's all about the team chemistry on and off the court.
Good luck, Lady Jackets, with the rest of your season. The boys lost a heartbreaking game Tuesday night in double overtime with a score of 59-60.
You know, we started out a little slow, but on into January we got better as a team. And probably the last 3 weeks we've been playing our best basketball.
The last couple minutes were really crazy. I mean, the crowd, the atmosphere was off the charts, and we had to come together as a group to try to win it. We missed a lot of opportunities through the stretch that led up to that point.
Congratulations, boys basketball, on a great season.
Senior members of the National Honor Society who would like to wear a stole at graduation need to complete the order form and pay $25 before March 8th. If you have any questions, see Ms. Smith in room 101.
All cadets who want to participate in the JROTC PT team, there will be a meeting today from 3:30 to 4 o'clock to discuss upcoming competitions. Girls are needed to participate.
Attention all JROTC cadets! If you didn't get your ticket to the cadet ball last week, see Lieutenant Colonel Webb in the JROTC building.
SHS Gospel Singers will practice Friday immediately after school in the choir room. Everyone must attend.
Jacket Nation, if you've been following the actual news, you should know that there is a bill which has been proposed that would consolidate Starkville and Oktibbeha County schools.
Yesterday, I sat down with Superintendent Lewis Holloway and others to get the story. What is consolidation? Who will benefit from it, and why should we care? The people of Starkville want answers, and the county has been left with no representation. This issue will affect all of us, so pay close attention.
Most of the individuals that I've talked to think very positive about the consolidation of our schools within Oktibbeha County. They, of course, are a little bit concerned about the transition from one school district to another school district. And we want to make sure that that transition is done smoothly and done as productive as possible.
After talking to an Oktibbeha County supervisor, I then was curious about the views and understanding for Starkville citizens. Okay, so I'm here with Dr. Coble, who is the current president of the Starkville School Board, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what exactly is in this bill.
Okay, thank you. The bill that is creating a lot of interest right now is House Bill 716, which was submitted by Representative Barker to the House Education Committee. The most recent version of the bill that we have seen is one that says beginning in July 1 of 2015, that there would be some consolidation of our two districts, and primarily it would begin with consolidation of administration.
Okay. So basically, the consolidation bill is a bill that's saying that people think that we should come together as one district, the county and Starkville School District, we should come together and become one. And our concern right now is, do we have the facilities and how that's going to impact Starkville School District?
That's absolutely correct.
Should we be concerned?
I mean, I think it's something that all of our residents need to be seriously concerned about, because if a decision is made that affects the quality of education for Starkville High School or for the Starkville School District, it affects MSU, it affects our community, it affects our quality of life. And so there's some very serious things at stake here. And the one thing that's not in this bill is any type of revenue to improve the county or to make the consolidation work or to improve their facilities. And to just say, here, Starkville, take it, without any resources or means of sustaining or obtaining resources, to me seems short-sighted.
Is anyone curious about what the students think?
I'm against consolidation because I think our school barely has enough resources to accommodate the people that we have. If we join with the county schools, then we're not going to be able to have the quality that we already have right now. The county schools do need help, but I think they need it from within, not without.
I think consolidation is positive for the county school students, but for us, I really don't know if it's a positive or a negative thing.
I don't have all the information on the consolidation, but I feel that our credibility might be affected if we did consolidate.
Well, Dr. Holloway, what's next?
So we're, a couple of months away from really knowing what the end bill is going to look like, or whether or not this is in fact going to move forward. Unfortunately, whether it passes this session or not, this question has been around for about 20 years, and it's probably not going to go away in the future.
On Wednesday, the House passed the consolidation. Next stop is the Senate. This has been Leah Gibson, My Morning Jacket.
It's not too early to begin preparing for your subject area retest date. SHS is offering remediation in all 4 subject areas every Tuesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5 p.m. in Miss Helm's Computer Lab, Room 8 in the East Wing. Make passing these tests your top priority.
The Miss Yellow Jacket 2013 Beauty Review will be held on March 2nd in the Greensboro Auditorium. Application packets can be picked up in the SHS library and are due on Monday. Dress requirements are also included in this packet. Any questions about the Beauty Review? See Miss Tedder, Miss J. Deal, or Miss Kennett.
Senior videos. Remember to drop pictures off to Miss Kennett in the library. You can bring hard copy photos or digital photos.
SHS is offering SATP Prep and ACT Prep via www.usatestprep.com. Students can see any SATP teacher, Dr. Samuel, or Miss Peebles for login information.
The scholarship deadlines are as follows. ICS Scholarship is March 15th. The Devin Mitchell Scholarship, March 31st. Starkville Foundation for Public Education, March 18th. The Starkville Civic League Scholarship is April 1st, and the McReynolds Orthodontic Scholarship is April 15th.
Also, the Junior Auxiliary Scholarship is March 30th, 2013, as well as the Starkville Raider Scholarship deadline is March 29th.
The Starkville Foundation for Public Education is offering a whopping 7 scholarships for SHS seniors. This morning, our Leah Gibson is sitting down with SFPE member Nell Cohen to get more.
Okay, Barnes, I'm here with Miss Cohen, who is a member of the Starkville Foundation for Public Education, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about scholarships that they have to offer.
Thank you, Leah. The Starkville Foundation for Public Education is a nonprofit organization here in Starkville that supports public education in a variety of ways, primarily through teacher grants. And I've spoken to the teachers at this high school already about the grants that we have to offer, and I'm really glad to be able to talk to you today about student scholarships that we offer as well to several high school seniors every year. And we offer 7 scholarships this year to, could be more than 7 students. Some scholarships only go to 1 student, and some will go to up to 2 depending on the applications.
So tell me a little bit about one of the scholarships that involves students that don't necessarily have to have a high GPA, but that can still qualify for one of your scholarships.
Right. We have a scholarship called the Al Nemeth Scholarship that is for the student who has really demonstrated tremendous improvement in their academic career between middle school and high school. It doesn't mean that they're at the top of the class, but it shows that they really turn their lives around academically at some point between middle school and during high school. And they just need to be able to demonstrate that that maybe they hit a rough patch when they were a little younger, and they've really pulled it together in the last couple of years. So again, it's not for the top of the class student necessarily, although it could be, but really for someone who maybe does not see him or herself as someone who would be eligible for a scholarship. And that's a $750 scholarship. I'm sorry, that's a $1,000 scholarship that we will award to 2 students this year. So
that's a good scholarship.
Really love that one.
So that's for someone that that's for 2 students, 2 high school seniors that don't necessarily have to have the highest GPA, but they've improved from. Is it 7th grade, or do they qualify 7th grade?
It just says middle school, so probably 6th grade on.
Okay.
At some point, they change their attitude, they turn their lives around at some point, and their teachers noticed, and their grades came up. And it's not just for going to a 4-year college. This can be used towards any type of secondary education, whether it's vocational school or community college, a 2-year school, or for a 4-year school.
Well, that's
It's a one-time, scholarship. All of our scholarships are just one-time $1,000 scholarship.
So what about the music scholarship for those of you who love to do music and sing? And
That's a really wonderful one. We had a concert a couple of years ago where Nash Street performed, and they helped us raise money for the foundation. And in exchange for that, we created the Music Legacy Fund, and that funds teacher grants and student scholarships that have to do with music and music education. And the Music Legacy Scholarship is for one senior who would like to pursue music, possibly, or is a musician currently. It can be vocal or instrumental, and we're just looking for someone who has a passion for music. And whether or not they continue it. I know we have some strong candidates this year, and I would love to see all of these great candidates apply, because we have a great choral program, a great band program, we have a lot of great music in this school, and I just encourage, that's also a $1,000 one-time scholarship, and that will go to 1 student.
Okay. So as far as the submission of how they do that application, do they need to send in a video or DVD?
Yes, we ask that they send a DVD with 2 selections.
Okay.
And that information is in our packet that they can pick up in the office. All of our scholarship information is available from their counselor, Ms. Cole.
So there was another scholarship that you all have that you have to be nominated for by the MilSAP/Rotec?
Yes, that's the Paul Scales Scholarship, and that is only for a MilSAP student. And it's our only scholarship in which the student has to be nominated. Every one of our other scholarships, the student can apply.
Right.
So it's up to them to make that decision. So the Paul Scales Scholarship, a teacher in MilSAPs in that program, hopefully, might say, I think this student would be a great candidate for this. And that is one of our need-based scholarships. So you have to be able to demonstrate financial need for this scholarship. And it is only for pursuing continuing educational in a vocational or technical field. So it could be anything, say I want to go and become an auto mechanic, go to cosmetology school, medical technologist, that kind of thing. So pursuing, it's not for 4 years, it's actually just for a 2-year or vocational technical experience.
Well, thank you for coming today and sharing this information with us.
Thanks.
So we can pick up your packets in the front office or from our counselors.
Yes, and it's also available on our website. It's starkvillefoundation.org, and just click on student scholarships, and all the information you need is there as well.
Well, thank you, and I hope you guys learned something. So, back to you, Barnes.
More information. You can see more of Leah's interview on our YouTube channel. All young artists living in Oktibbeha County are encouraged to enter the Cotton District Arts Festival. Just go to www.cdafestival.com and click on the Student Art Competition under the Events and Entertainment tab to download a registration form or to find out more information. The deadline to enter is March 25th. Tomorrow will be the second of a total of 3 Black History Month programs.
Richard Hill has the story.
Last Friday, Starkville High School hosted their first of 3 Black History programs for this month. The program was held in the gym with the entire school in attendance. Performing were the school choir, the gospel choir,
to see what the end's gonna be.
and the Alcorn State Men's Chorale.
My soul's been anchored in the Lord, in the Lord, in the Lord. My soul's been anchored in the Lord, in the Lord, in the Lord.
And Mitchell Young did an interpretive mime dance.
When you're anointing.
And our speaker, Mr. Bourne, connected Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with everyday life struggles.
Him from being a part of their group. Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history. I rise. I rise. I rise.
Starkville High School will host programs on tomorrow and next Friday, both of which will be more student-centered.
What you can expect on Friday is really a follow-up to what you saw last Friday. What we will have is all students from Starkville High School participating with that program. We will have dramatizations that will be done, solos, some group songs, and some readings, but I think you're just going to see the students at their best.
This has been Richard Hill from My Morning Jacket. Back to you.
My Morning Jacket is online. To watch this broadcast online, go to YouTube and type in My Morning Jacket News. That's all for today, folks.